Alright, guys. Welcome to the FM radio. And we're going to have Ciggy Butt Brain versus HOG RİDAAS. For Team Red, Ciggy Butt Brain, we have Hungry Turtle 420, Frostatic, and Dogman. Pretty stacked team there. And for Team Blue, we have Zmore 00133, Neural G, and Magnet. These are pretty scary teams. I still don't know what is going to be happening. Okay, so it seems that matches of red still in progress. Wait. Oh, I see. They're going to roll, and Neural G, as known as Team Blue's captain, rolled 14. That is pretty rusty, I would say. And Team Red, from Hungry Turtle from Team Red, they rolled 52. So Team Red wants to roll. So they decided to pick or ban first. Most of the team actually, in this case, pick first and lend a chance to ban first to opponent team. So Team Blue banned first, and they banned Export 2. Road of Resistance or something. I would say it's a pretty decent place if you don't want to play any marathon thingy on the map, on the match. And for Team Red, they banned Traditional 3. Now that is pretty yeah, Traditional 3 is kind of really sneaky because those snappings are really hard to act, either Hidden or Hard Rock. So it's kind of understandable. And warm-up time! Okay, so this is I I don't know what I have to say. 32 stars? Hello? Well, it's total eclipse of the sun. And difficulty name is document Zone Nightmare. Yeah, the star rating is already the nightmare, I would say. So here we go. 32 star madness is going to start it. And what is that mod combination for me? I guess Hungry Turtle increased the flashlight. And you will just get easy. Wait, is that the... those stack notes or something? Hello? Oh, never mind. That's not it. That's not it. No. That is relaxed mode from the old PIC. That's the normal part, I guess. Well, still. Actually, back at something really long after that back work part. Never mind. They missed that. Meanwhile, Doc. No, Doc man also missed that. That's the easier part than that one. Meanwhile, Mules and Easy Turtle playing their own job with easy flashlight and easy relax. As Neurogy can relax, even though Neurogy is holding their or whatever, or lead is okay. Is there he always reroll. Okay, what is happening here? Oh, I think there's nothing at this point. Okay. Only Dogman and Neurology passed this map, and all of the players who didn't use no fail on this one or relax just failed, as obviously. All right, and that's it. 32 stars map. Yeah, that Eclipse Sun was literally just a complete crystal. Alright then. Yes, we're going to see the second warm-up. It was feedback. Yeah, that was kinda kidnapping in terms of inflation, in terms of the inflation of star rating. all I can hear right now is Taiko Doppelganger composed by Edu. Is that a HOG RİDAAS warm-up or something? I'm not sure. Nanahida doesn't have the match? Ah, that's why. That's why I can't see anything on the screen right now. Right, so Nanahida is now loading their warm-up, so you gotta wait. And their warm-up is Taiko Doppelganger, as I said. Map by difficulty is that German or something? I can't read that, sorry. First impression is just a generic 181% song, star rating 6, and OD and HP also, but it's kinda long. As far as not that high, not that helpful for those players. You guys made not like the setup first. Oh. They didn't. Probably. Unfortunately, we are not going to see any warm up from Team Blue since Nanahida didn't download it their one. Awesome when he tried to download that one. So great, we're straight away to go Team Red's first pick. It's RİDAAS Paradise, also known as Specialist 1. You have to pick either single hidden or single hard block, and you cannot pick Nomad. This is kinda anti-mod thingy with 220 BPM. But it's Specialist 1, so it should be a generic map for the tourney, I would say. What if you fail? Yeah, at some point, no fail is just become a necessary. So be careful to not use no fail. Alright, so Prosthetic is playing instead Dogman from Team Red. And Hog Rida picked with Magnet and HOG. And mod combination is double hidden from Sluggy Upgrade, double hard rock from Hog Rida. Oh, I forgot to say this, but in specialist category, and not also, you also have a pick hidden hard rock, so and expect any mod advantage. Every 4 players use singular mod on this one. Alright, first impression. Sluggy but Brain has a strong lead by a lot higher accuracy than Hog Raiders. But still, any single miss could shift this lead to either way. Since Hog Rider's also holding their combo. And Hungry Turtle holding their double uh-oh. Oh nah, it was Bancho. But meanwhile, Maggot actually missed that part. So the only miss from Maggot only. And now there's 3 players are still holding really strong combo. And for Hungry Turtle, Prosthetic holding their tag either, but Prosthetic just missed that flow section. Yeah, that part is brutal. That part is brutal for hidden only, so it's understandable. Double miss from Hog Riders on that acceleration. Yeah, that acceleration part is also brutal for hard rock players, so you need to practice that. You need to practice that when you have any plan to play this with hard rock. In your rolls, you find the very last part a miss, I mean. And that's it. First pick of Cloggy Bloodbrain becomes a first point with a pretty decent score, 5 and 4 100s. And also only 2 misses on that slow section. I mean, Hog Raiders' score is not that bad not that bad as well. Pretty decent score, I would say. And the score is 1-0 now. Hog Raiders' first pick is Specialist 4. I guess they decided to stick on Specialist category. And Specialist 4 is made by Ugo. It's kind of techy, I think. It's really techy, and the map length is almost 4 minutes. I mean, it's 3 minutes and 36 seconds. So it also requires a lot of concentration to play this. We can see player change from Team Red, Cookie Bug Brain. Prosthetic gets out, and Dogman just waits in instead of them. Don't know if they are don't know if they are picked with double hard rock on this pick, like they did in the last one, and for Hungry for the Dogman. Not sure, but I guess we could see 4 hard rocks on this pick. Our neurology is ready, so we gotta get in with round 2. And it's also HOG right as the first pick. But anyways, what does foot core mean? Alright, here we go. Yeah, I knew it. We could see 4 hard rocks on this one. Wait, what is that a real miss or just an error? Wait. Unfortunately that was a real miss from neurology. But the timing was really early, so it's not that difficult if the Coggy bot brain team has any kinds of miss. So far, Hungry Soda and Maga holding strong 99%. Never mind, Maga back to hold down under 99, and Hungry Turtle still holding that. Man, I'm just a sniper at this point. I always whenever I mention their name, they tank their accuracy. Anyways, every 4 players holding their strong combo, but Dogman dropped their accuracy. It's really harsh. The accuracy drop from neurology as well. Of course, just going back and forth right now. And Maggot dropping their accuracy as well, so it's going to the Huggy but brain lead. Since Hungry Turtle accuracy is really strong at 99.4. Alright, we are heading a half of the map. Still no misses except for neurology at the very first part. The accuracy difference is literally just Hungry Turtle versus Maggot and Dogman versus neurology in current situation. Now heading the next section. Double miss from Brain. This could be a great chance. Another miss from Hungry Turtle. This is definitely a pretty good sign for a HOG RİDAAS, and Dogman missed as well. But neurology traded. Meanwhile, Mag have actually exploded their combo. So this is definitely HOG RİDAAS. HOG RİDAAS territory at this point. But Mag have actually missed at the very last section, but the lead is tricky, but it's not gonna enough to swing back that lead. And Dogman missed at the strong cover section. And that's gonna be it. Round 2. Round the Fluffy and Fluffy pick from HOG RİDAAS could be the HOG's first point. Pretty decent accuracy from Hungry Turtle and Maggot. Dogman and Neural G's score is kind of behind, but every single player hold there's a 1000 combo on the entire map, which is pretty impressive. No break point so far. Alright, next. It seems that Cookie but Brain take traditional one. Not called Caterpillar. This is, yeah, as you guys know, normally something number 1 map from some category means a easier map for consistency map, but this is somewhat different. This map won't check your consistency only, but also there are some 1-6 at the middle. You gotta be careful. Player change from Cookie Puck Brain against Dogman change their speed with prosthetic HOG RİDAAS, sticking with Maggot and Neural G. One, two, three, four, five, six, do it. Alright, here we go. Round 3. We can see double Hard Rock again from HOG RİDAAS and double hidden from Clicky Butt Break. Map is getting started. Uh-oh, what has just happened for Maggot? Did they disconnect it? Or accidentally press their ESC button? The screen just frozen right now. Man. What happened? Forgot to change their keyboard layout from Turkish to English. So, we're going to start over this now, right? Alright, let's get it started again. Here we go. As I said before, double hidden from Hungry Blood Brain and double Hard Rock from HOG RİDAAS. Started with a kind of slow progression, so it's kind of advantageous for Hard Rock players. And you can see HOG RİDAAS has a early act advantage, and prosthetic missed kinda early at of that section, so it's really hardly swing to hog right the team. Everyone holds their combo at that 1-6 section. I mean, but still, raw static accuracy is not that bad, even they miss at certain section. So any miss from Hog Riders could be their chance to get their point back. And the map is already only quarter left. Fast, slow part is kinda easier to read for those hidden players. So no hope for anyone. They focused on Hungry Girls and missed there. Meanwhile, Hog Riders holding their combo. And this great point for Hog. The prosthetic and neurology missed at once. And that's it. First break point of the match. Maggot, pretty fantastic full combo there. Neurology, just a bit behind since they missed at the very last part, but still, pretty good score. And Hungry Turtle, prosthetic, pretty decent score as well, but those misses are really critical to get their own pick. Alright, next pick would be Hog Riders. Here we have 4 traditional pick remain, 4 specialist. No, is that 4? Ah, yeah. 4 specialist category remain, 2 extra pick remain. Hog Riders should just pick every map that's kinda hard to hug up, but not actually hidden favorite. Are there any maps that actually definitely hard rock favored? I'm not sure about that. Meanwhile, they pick traditional 5. That is kind of twist peg, I would say, because this one is not that friendly for hard rock. So this map was originally picked in Taiko World Cup 2021 as round of 16 pre-mod. Pre-mod 2 was? I don't know. I'm glad. No, this was 2021. Yeah, 2021, round of 16, free mod 2. So, yeah, here it comes. Round 4. Hog Riders' second pick. You can see 3 hard rock and 1 hidden. Right. It's kind of surprised because Hungry Turtle actually decided to pick Hard Rock on this one. And at first glance... Wait. At first glance, Hungry Turtle, Prosthetic, Maggot, Neural G, every single player is holding their significant combo. And look at those accuracy from HOG RİDAAS. It's 99.9 and 99.8. I mean, Coggy, but Brain's accuracy is not that bad. Really significant 99 accuracy, but that is those accuracies are something else. Alright, one of the hardest parts just passed. They hold it. The one of the hardest part of the map, and the hardest part of the map just came out again. They hold it. Actually hold it. We're going to see 4 full combos on this map. Shall we? They're holding really strong. No misses. The lead is still in HOG RİDAAS. Finisher section. We are on the finisher section, and the hardest part of the Hard Rock, and Maggot missed. And no, that was not enough. Even when they picked 2 full combos. And the goddess of the victory wasn't their side. Every single player's just got within 2100 on this pick, which is it's really fascinating, I would say. Even I couldn't get that scores. Alright, so the score is 1-3 basically right now. Alright, so what they are going to pick next, and that would be Natori Special at 6. I don't like gacha games, sorry. I didn't get what did you mean by a Nikkei reference in the commentary. Alright, so this map Ah, Goddess of Victory. I see. This map is stamina pick according to the sheet. But it's kinda short for stamina pick, so it could be a stream patterns, I think? Oh, someone is coming in.
Hi, I'm here to commentate.
Welcome.
Thank you. Okay, over that. Anyway, yeah, it seems like this match on right is 3-1 up. Kinda crazy.
Yeah, you should watch that traditional fight thing.
Oh, I saw, yeah. 105 for different belt shots, that is, you don't see that very often. That was unbelievable.
Especially that difference was just made by a single miss from certain player, and that wasn't enough to swing back.
Really strong set of scores though, it's a hard map to be consistent on, so like, one miss right at the end across all 4 players is kind of crazy, but anyway, FG6 here picked by Ciggy and this makes perfect sense, because it looks like HOG riders either don't have Zmore or are just so confident in Magav and Neural. And you know they're going to be picking HR on every single map, so like they are HR only. If they went hidden on this map, Neural G would get like 91%. And if he goes HR, there's a chance he gets 99. So picking the most anti-HR maps in the pool is definitely the best play for Ciggy Brain, I think.
But are there any maps that actually Hard Rock favored?
I think so, yeah. I think EX3, Anti-Amorous, is quite Hard Rock favored. It's just extremely tricky on hidden. As long as you have the Hard Rock rating for it, I think it's fine. Oh, Magav gonna find a miss.
Meanwhile,
Ciggy still, wow.
Double S.
Actually, everyone else is still double S-ing. This is crazy. To be fair, the map is very low OD. It is, you know, only 5.5, 7.7 with HR. Neural finally drops a couple 100s, but this is looking dominant from Ciggy Brain.
Is this a generic 240 BPM scroll speed map, or there are some acceleration?
I'm pretty sure it's just 1x SP the whole time, but I'm not 100% certain.
Yeah, it should be, because if there are any kinds of acceleration on this map, that could be definitely hidden favor. And actually, Convict Turtle dropped their double S finally. Meanwhile, Prosthetic is holding their double S still.
Yeah, crazy performance here from Prosthetic. Not too much longer to hold. No, it's not the longest map ever, but this is looking like an unreal team score from Ciggy, but just making this look like a free point when actually Neural and Magav are doing amazingly for both using Hard Rock on a map like this. This is a very hidden favored pick, but they don't seem to care.
Yeah, at this rate, HOG Raiders could pick this against Ciggy Brain, but never. Oh god, yes, I cursed Neural at certain.
Yeah, unfortunate. But 2 FCs to 0 right now coming into the outro. Is Prosthetic seriously gonna get this done?
No, bro, it's not.
And an extra 100 as well from Hungry Turtle. But you know what? 3 100s combined isn't something that you can be too unhappy with. That's still an unbelievable team score from Ciggy. And yeah, I mean, they take the point by a very wide margin, about 50k. Still great scores from Hog Riders, being like picking the harder mod on this map, straight up. But yeah, amazing team score on the other side.
I mean, Hog Raider's score is not that bad either, but that 300 combined team score is just something else at this point. Even though Magav and Neural G full combo that, it could be an accuracy win for Ciggy but Brain.
Yeah, nothing much Hog Riders could really have done there. I think Hog Riders should now pick SP2 or or EX3, but they're gonna pick SP3 Bulafase. This is one of the simpler maps in the pool. It's kind of friendly towards both mods. It's just an accuracy map.
But the music doesn't friendly, like brr brr brr.
Yeah, I mean even the artist is named Nightmare, right? That sounds pretty scary to me.
This could be obviously tech map, right? As the
Yes.
sound is like zzz.
Yeah, lots of 1/6. It's nothing too complex though. Neither of the tech maps in this poll are all that complicated. Fluff has some tricky ass V, but that's mostly it, and of course the 1-hit. But this map is very simple.
Yeah,
There's just some 1/6.
I guess Fluff was definitely Hard Rock favored, as you could see
I
more
suppose,
Hard
yeah.
Rock before.
Yeah. But this one is, I think, quite balanced. People will just pick whichever mod they're more comfortable on here. Dogman coming in, it looks like, for prosthetic. Maybe just coming in for the more complicated stuff. Because it is obviously more complex than Natori. Like, that map is just 1-4. Looks like everyone's readied up.
This member alignment, we could see 4 Hard Rock on this one. No,
Close.
not 4.
Hungry Turtle going hidden. Hungry Turtle can probably play this map with either mod. He's definitely the most well-rounded player in this match. He can kind of play both. But, gonna be the only hidden coming in. Gonna hit an early 100 though, but it's treated by Magav. Both players having some accuracy trouble in the intro.
Meanwhile, Neural G is still holding Douglas.
Yeah, so we're not very far into the map, but that's still pretty impressive. I find the intro of this map to be by far the hardest part to hack.
Yeah,
normally I don't have too much trouble with intros either. This is... Okay, finally drops the SS, but his team is already at a big advantage just due to the accuracy. Dogman sitting on 95%, Hungry Turtle on 96, almost 97. Does...
No, it's still 96.
No speed, it doesn't get anyone.
And meanwhile, Magav has a better accuracy than any single player on Ciggy Buttbrain. So this is definitely current situation. This is definitely for Hog Raiders' advantage.
Hog Raiders doing very well.
By combined 4% of accuracy, I think. Score difference is more than 50,000. Alright, one of the hardest parts for Hidden just passed, and Neural G actually
drops the Mac as well.
With miss, and still the highest accuracy on the room. Hello?
Yeah, I think this is quite an unfortunate run for Hungry Turtle in particular. This feels like the kind of map he can probably get mid-99 on. I would expect him to get a score like that with Hard Rock, at least. I don't know how good he is at Hidden, really, but maybe some missed potential here, and it might make the difference. The lead is only 20k, and coming through the ending here... Oh, Magav's gonna miss!
If
this is the outro, there's a 10,000 score lead isn't gonna flip here. It's gonna be 4-2 to Hog Riders. And they hold their pick by just under 10,000 score. This match is close, wow. This is tight. So, yeah, it's 4-2. Double FC from Ciggy Buttbrain. Actually gonna kind of combo game Hog Riders there. As they had more 100s. Especially with Dogman's 96%, but it was an FC and they did clutch it out.
What do you mean, Hungry Turtle? I didn't mean hidden. Please don't tell us you
He accidentally picked
wrong mod.
He accidentally picked the accidentally picking the wrong mod and still FCing the map is really impressive. You'd kind of prepare yourself mentally to play Hard Rock, right? And then suddenly you have to play Hidden, and adjusting to that and still FCing is really impressive.
It's me. Imagine you supposed to play Hard Rock on that, but instead you picked a wrong mod and you got an FC on.
It does show his versatility though. It's very it is really impressive. Kind of being able to play both mods. Most players in this tournament are probably very specialized towards one or the other. Like if you look at me, right, you'll probably not see me in this tournament playing Hidden only on anything. To be fair, it helps that my teammates are very good at Hidden.
Wait, who were on your team right now?
Loopy and Miniaturelith. So they're better than me at Hidden for sure. Yeah, we seeded third. We're doing quite well. We're already through to winners semifinals, but we're probably gonna have to play against My and Grape Tea, so that's gonna be, yeah, finals weekend should be fun. Anyway, Ciggy Brain going to pick SP5 Shakushin. This is the most sensible pick left. It's essentially Natori, but even more Hidden favored. And, well, it's not the same as Natori, but it's definitely more Hidden favored. This is 260 BPM, that's really all you need to know how balanced this is.
I guess they aimed it to see double Hard Rock against this map. Since the BPM is already 260, which is pretty brutal for Hard Rock only.
Neural saying, EHR sight read challenge. I'm not sure how well that's gonna go, but...
Oh, please. No.
He is extremely good at EHR, and so is Magev. I could see them both seeing this, but it'll be really tough.
Sight reading fast Hard Rock, which is higher than 230, isn't a good idea, I would say, as a veteran modded player of the game.
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah, this is probably the safest pick that was anywhere in the entire poll for Ciggy Brain. They are gonna go double Hidden like a pair of sensible players would. And actually, for now at the start, HOG Riders have the advantage. They've hit a couple last 100s, but there's a lot of map to go. This is 3 minutes 16, so although it's not the stamina pick, it's probably gonna be quite draining.
And there it goes. The lead just swing back to the Ciggy Brain.
Yeah, and they might keep it forever. This is going to be very hard to claw back. Even though it's very small for now. Okay, it's flickering, as I say that.
Yeah, it's pretty neck pack.
Yeah. I don't know.
All the difference from Magev's 98% accuracy. Never mind, they are going to 99 right now. Wait.
Yeah, everyone at 99. 2 of those players with Hard Rock, which is... Can't really overstate how impressive that is. Both of these guys, I have heard, are sight reading the entire poll. They're definitely sight reading this map. I can tell you that. And Neural is holding 99 point... Okay, 4. I was about to say 99.6, but then I cursed him. It's really close though.
And the OD even is not that low. It's 6.5 in Nova, then it should be 9. It's over 9 OD with Hard Rock, and this accuracy is just...
Oh my god, but it's clean, it's not too bad. It does give Ciggy a lead of about 15,000 score, but that's not insurmountable. One big mistake would give HOG Riders the lead back.
Yeah, the score lead is bigger and bigger. But still, Maggot Necklace is not that bad, so... And the map is still about a half left, so if Ciggy Brain set any kind of misses, that should be a chance for them. But meanwhile, prosthetics accuracy is just something else.
This guy's not playing everything, but when he does play, he's really good. sitting on 99.6 right now. Neural, though, still on the Hard Rock FC is worth mentioning, with a quarter of the map to go. Is he gonna manage it? I think this will... If he FCs, it's the most impressive score in the lobby. I think see it for maybe a hidden SS, but we're not going to be seeing that.
His accuracy is ahead.
Yeah.
From Hungry Turtles as well with Hard Rock.
Oh yeah, but Prosthetic holding 9-4 is still keeping the higher score. Highest in the lobby. And coming into the last section of the map here, God, only one miss from Megav is crazy. Like, only one missing this with Hard Rock is already very impressive, and then you just see what Neural is doing. One of the best fast HR players in the game right now is just showing why. Yep, he gets the 99.2% sight read FC on Shakushin. That is so insane, but it's not enough. Ciggy Green are going to win the point. The misses from Megav didn't really make much of a difference because the act difference was already huge. Hidden instead of HR tends to do that. And it's 4-3 for Hog Riders, but they will pick next. Great act from Prosthetic.
Oh god. Oh my goodness. What am I looking at right now? Disclaimer, this isn't a upper bracket. This is lower bracket, guys.
Yeah, these guys both lost their first matches of the tournament. It's actually quite a stacked bracket. Lots of teams that are just very, very strong.
Peaceful, please, no curse. I'm not cursing anyone. It's just all about... It's just all about coincidences.
Alright, so... Oh, okay, Neural and Hog Ride is gonna pick EX3 Anti-Amorous. This one is interesting. This is one of the hardest maps in the pool. I remember playing this as a no-mod for Taiko Premier League, the UK tournament that took place last year, and I wasn't able to get a no-mod FC. I mean, I didn't try it a lot, but it was pretty inconsistent, and putting a mod on it is kind of wild.
Well, I can't see the word variety on the sheet. What does that mean? That makes me be really...
Well, it kind of just means we just put an interesting map in this slot that doesn't really fit any of the other slot descriptions. Like, it doesn't really fit into any of the other categories that the other slots have, but it's still kind of a good map for the pool. And I think it is. I mean, I think this is EHR favored as long as you have the reading for a 230 BPM EHR stream. Somewhere in that. I think it's quite early. And it is fairly long. But I don't think the SV gets too crazily high on it, and besides that, honestly, this map is sight read FCable. I wouldn't be surprised if a Neural manages it.
It seems that Hungry Toro are actually going to sight read this one.
Oh boy, this is a tough sight read. I really hope he's not about to go hidden, because sight reading this with hidden in particular is probably ridiculously hard. I think after some practice, the mods are about equal in difficulty, but for sight read, HR is definitely easier. And I think Hungry Turtle can probably do it. He seems quite good at Hard Rock.
Could we see any hidden Hard Rock from this pick?
Oh yeah, that's true, because hidden Hard Rock is alive, but actually, okay, only 2 mods. Ciggy Brain gonna kind of make what might be a wise choice and just put a player on no mod. Prosthetic not gonna be modding this one. Maybe the first no mod play that we've seen in Free Mod Radio. Neural missing almost immediately, but mod advantage for Hog Riders is gonna neutralize that in a bit. Hungry Turtle going on the hidden might be really tricky to maintain that in some later sections. But the attack on Hog Riders right now is giving the lead to Ciggy.
And the map is already 3 minutes and almost 30 seconds. The map is really long, so you have to control nerves during the play this map. What are that snapping weight? And Magav
Magav's gonna break. It just stays fast for quite a long time at the start of this map, but the rest is quite HRP. But Hungry Turtle no locking really bad. Does recover, but suddenly the lead is it's over on Hog Rider's side, and the extra miss from Hungry Turtle is not gonna help, and we get into quite an empty hidden section now. The really weird one-sick pattern in there.
Had a break as well. Actually, Neural
Yeah.
dropped their accuracy, so the lead could be
96%.
Ciggy Butt Brain, but actually double miss from Ciggy Butt Brain helped them by a lot. And the accuracy. Wait,
Yeah.
not accuracy. And combo from HOG is really decent right now.
Eat no burst, gonna catch out Hungry Turtle, very unusual. And yeah, you can certainly see the anti-hidden eye. I think that no-lock honestly might have decided the map on that long stream from Hungry Turtle.
A prosthetic drop again at the mono section.
Neural has FC through the hardest part of the map, by the way. He is probably going to FC this as long as he doesn't mess it up.
Well, even though Neural missed by a lot, the score lead is just higher than 100,000, so that couldn't be enough at this point. But still.
Yeah. It's not even the mod advantage, just both players on Hog Riders are doing amazingly on this map.
But never say never until the map ends.
Oh yeah, there is still an EHR section, or an anti-EHR section in the last quarter, but if Hog Riders were able to play the first anti-EHR section, I don't think this ending is gonna stop them.
Wait, what is that? Wait.
I think it just goes to 230. Oh, Hungry Turtle. Sight reading this on Hidden is not advisable, and that's why. Just so much stuff like this that is wild to sight read. The speed up so jarring it gets him again. And here's the last fast section, but it's nothing too crazy. Neural gets caught by the mono 1-6, loses the FC.
You actually cursed him.
My bad. And now it's in a gap at the top of the lobby, but this is definitely a comfortable win here for Hog Riders. 200,000 score.
Yeah, both Magab and Neural G got a decent score from this one with Hard Rock, which is pretty impressive. Only 3 misses. Yeah. What?
Wow. 1337 combo from Neural G, playing like a hacker for most of the map. And yeah, amazing miscounts, especially for what are probably sight reads from Hog Riders. Very sight read friendly. I'm not sure that's true.
I don't think so. Alright, score is 3-5, so it should be the match point for Hog Riders. And Ciggy? Potentially this could be Ciggy's the last pick.
This is definitely their last pick, in fact. There are only 2 maps left before potential tiebreakers, so this is their last map they get to pick no matter what.
Oh yeah, that's right. So we have 1 extra pick and 1 specialist pick and 3 additional pick left.
I think Ciggy Butt should pick... Ooh, it depends on if they've practiced the convert. If they've practiced the convert, they should pick it. If they shouldn't, then it's kind of hard to say. Okay, TR2, makes sense. Ren-I circulation. Sorry, I mean, Ren, I, Sir, Cula, Chin. Tai, Coco, Calypso, difficulty.
And
yeah.
To be honest, the mapper name should be Back, Fire as well.
Yeah.
And this map, I would say this map is more consistent than traditional 1. No single 1-6, just only 1-4 if I recall correctly. But the map is really short, so single miss could be absolutely critical.
Yeah, this is... Honestly, I think this is more of a consistency map than TR1 Caterpillar is.
Yeah, Caterpillar is kind of techy with 1-6.
Right.
Okay, double hidden versus double hard rock again. Makes
so we've
sense.
got the mod battle coming in. Which mod is better? Is it hidden from Ciggy Butt Brain or is it hard rock from Hog Riders? It's kind of hard to argue with either when both teams have just gotten to play a simple map with, you know, their comfort mod on both players, they've tended to do very well. Of course, Ciggybot on the maps like Shakushin and Natori, and HOG is on, well, most of the pull. Really every map, they've just gone with this pair of players and double HDHR. But this is an accuracy battle, I think.
Yeah.
So do you
First glance, Ciggybot Brain has around 1% of accuracy advantage.
Yeah, they have a handful of 100s to work with, but any miss would... it would mean big trouble for the team that misses. And there's not a ton of map though, we're already almost halfway through if you look. It's only 1:39 seconds long, not a very long map, and Static on 1/100. Hungry Turtle dropping a bunch of back though, does not miss.
Yeah,
and
here
it seems like that's all that matters.
The hardest part and the most missed, the most is the easiest.
There is a 1-sec burst here, everyone catches it, but Ciggybot drop a lot of back and suddenly it's really close.
Yeah,
Hungry Turtle barely at 99. It looks like they're clawing that lead back though. It should be safe as long as there are no mistakes.
But still, it's really
all four players FCing comfortably. Oh no. I feel like this might flip right at the end. Oh, a bunch of 100s from Hungry Turtle. Oh, but the misflip again, it did flip!
Wait!
Oh my god, Ciggybot stay alive, it's 4-5. HOG is to pick. The clutch 5-100 FC from Prostatic. This time Magav's last second miss does cost his team. It's not like Valscotch where they get away with it.
This could be HOG's victory if Magav didn't miss that part. It could be one.
That was the match.
Or maybe tied or something, because actually the 100 count from those teams are same. 24 versus 24.
Magav saying don't buy Steel Series. Oh, that is unfortunate. And okay, Neural gonna almost immediately pick SP2 NA. Translucent put into the lobby for some reason, but that's not quite the right map. Yeah, so we've got NA mapped by Rufo here. This map is very hard. I think this is the most anti-mod single map in the pool. I think it's very, very hard.
Even Backfire saying, don't play.
Yeah, don't play it. This is not sight readable with it. Maybe for someone like you, but these players are not one digits. I think you'd have to be an extreme hidden specialist for this.
No, Prostatic, please don't.
I will tell you that the miniature lamp he had to practice this for a good 10 minutes just to get over 1 million.
Oh god.
But then the ending is also very hard for HR. It's 255 BPM, like, it actually is 255 BPM speed-wise, but it has SV that goes all the way up to 1.1, so it scrolls like about 280, which with HR is brutally fast. So it's very anti-mod, it's very hard for both. And you have to have mods on both players here. This is scary.
Yeah, it's as this map is from specialist category, the non-mod isn't allowed. So it could be really critical if you didn't practice anything against this one. Alright, here we go.
Gonna be the hard part for EHR. The rest of the map, though, gonna be the hard part for Hidden. And also, there are BPM increases. I think there's just one, but there's a significant BPM increase section in this map that might be really messed up for Hidden. And the first stream's gonna get Prostatic. Oh, we are in trouble. Something tells me that might be the match right there. A full miss pretty much on the first stream from the only player. Just ballsy enough to go Hidden.
That is genuinely unsight readable with Hidden.
So yeah, it is. So that is why Backfire said do not sight read this with Hidden. It is so fucked up. He said that because, oh no, wait, okay, Prostatic hitting a bunch of that stream, but not all of it. Seems to be hitting things until they get to a certain point of too slow, but yeah, Hungry Turtle hitting everything, the Gavin Neural hitting everything. The Neural Zac is quite low. It's sitting on an A rank FC right now, but it doesn't matter when one of the opposing team is like missing a quarter of the map. Yeah,
Not
this
even
is the most ballsy play of the tournament, maybe from Prosthetic, but it's there are times when you're just risking it too much, and this is one of those. This is pretty much the match decided, unfortunately. 200,000 score the difference.
Alright.
We do get into the anti-HR part now, but as much as Neural and McGav have to put up with it, they destroyed Shakushin and Natori with this mod. Hungry Turtle, not so much known for the fast HR.
Clearly not
hitting it, though.
even any trouble for them with hard block.
What the hell? Hungry Turtle finally misses. Okay, there's more
What is actually happening? Hello?
Dude, Hog Riders are not about to double FC this map HR. What?
No.
Alright, I think there's one final speed up here. Here we go.
Hello?
No way, they did it! They double FC'd! And that's good game. By a win margin of just under 300,000, Hog Riders double FC, the most anti-mod map in the pool in NA. And they win 6-4 over Ciggy Buttbrain. That is incredible. McGav even with the 97 act, that's wild. I don't think there was anything Ciggy Buttbrain could have done about that.
Ciggy Buttbrain actually had a pretty good run, but it's unfortunate because we have to say good riddance for them, as this is a lower bracket stage.
Yeah. That is the end of the line for Ciggy Buttbrain, but I believe they were seeded 16th to begin with, so, I mean, even taking a single match close is pretty good. I might be wrong on their seed, but either way, Hog Riders gonna advance to semifinals weekend and top 12. Yeah, pretty good showing from them. I think as the pools get more anti-mod, they will get stronger. Because they will still be able to double HR everything. Their act was a little bit silly today, but also they were in a pretty silly situation. Neural G playing from an internet cafe, apparently, for example, and no player really practicing very much, so I don't know, I think they could make waves in semifinals if they really want to.
Yeah, this match is definitely one of the most fun match I've ever seen, I would say.
Yeah, that Valscotch is certainly something to remember, that TR5 ending. But for now, that is our match over. We will see you soon. Let me check. Our next match is when? I can't see. Okay, our next matches are at 14 UTC. We've got, at the same time, Double Peaks versus Biscuit X minus Y in the lower bracket. That's seed 2 versus 7. And Saratoga Sparkling Water versus I'm Going to Green on You in the lower bracket. That's seed 16 versus 9. I don't know which of those two matches are being streamed, but those are at 14 UTC, which is 2¼ hours away.
Pretty wild team name there.
Oh yeah, I mean, this is what happens when you let teams choose their team names. They do funny things. But anyway, actually, I was wrong about the time, by the way. 14 UTC is 1¼ hours away. So 75 minutes, we will have 2 matches. For now, though, that is us done. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah, see you next time, guys. Thank you for watching.